In 2023, generative AI arrived in software engineering, and the immediate impact was a massive, sudden acceleration in how fast code could be written. This chart shows the initial data from that arrival. We saw a sudden vertical spike in developer output metrics, with studies reporting a 34% instant productivity boost and rely on machines for the heavy lifting. The speed of automated syntax generation effectively eliminated the blank page problem. A developer could type a prompt and a complete login component would populate the screen instantly. Between the rapid output and the sudden drop in manual typing, the industry adopted a seductive new assumption that software production had finally scaled past the physical limitations of human typing speed. The immediate corporate reaction was logical. To capture immediate payroll savings, firms froze hiring for entry-level developers, assigning their routine tasks to the AI. This trend line illustrates the organizational fallout. Between 2023 and 2025, junior developer hiring dropped nearly 50%. But that drop creates a hidden structural deficit. The routine slog of entry-level work is precisely the environment where future experts are trained. By optimizing for short-term payroll savings, companies quietly planted a time bomb at the foundation of their engineering departments. The reality is that actual engineering doesn't happen on a blank page. It happens inside massive, highly complex legacy systems with years of bespoke business rules. This bar chart contrasts the early hype with the reality of those complex systems. In a mid-2025 study by Metter, experienced developers working on mature codebases with AI tools were actually 19% slower than those working without them. When an AI generates a massive block of code, the senior developer has to stop building and start reading. They have to reverse engineer intent from a machine they didn't supervise. This introduces what engineers call a plausible hallucination. The AI generates code that looks mathematically perfect and compiles cleanly, but completely misses a critical, unstated business context. Finding one missing pricing rule buried in 100 lines of generated text requires exponentially more cognitive effort than just writing those 100 lines from scratch. By 2025, GitClear revealed a 100% doubling of code churn, meaning AI-generated code was being written, reviewed, and completely discarded within 2 weeks. This high-speed generation of throwaway code acts exactly like a high-interest credit card. It provides a quick burst of volume today while accumulating massive technical debt for tomorrow. The visible speed of AI generation is actively destroying the deep work velocity of the senior engineering teams tasked with maintaining it. The current productivity boom relies on a concept called borrowed expertise. The people directing these AI tools today are senior engineers who built their deep judgment through years of slow, unassisted effort, long before AI existed. When companies freeze junior hiring, they dismantle the only mechanism they have to develop that level of judgment in the next generation of architects. This creates the hollow senior problem, an organization capable of generating infinite volumes of code, but lacking the human experts required to verify its structural integrity. The AI boom is actively cannibalizing the exact human judgment it needs to function safely. The industry often promotes an 80-20 split, the idea that AI does 80% of the heavy lifting, leaving humans to apply a final 20% review. This illustrates how that split actually functions. The 20% human input, domain expertise, and architecture is the keystone supporting the structure. Developers act as legislators, defining strict schemas that constrain the AI's output before it reaches the codebase. If you continue to measure engineering productivity by lines of code, you will strictly incentivize systemic bloat over structural integrity. Leaders need to deliberately rebuild their talent pipelines today. If they don't, they will end up paying an existential premium to hire back the senior talent they failed to develop. The organizations that prioritize building senior judgment today are the ones that will maintain stable development pipelines. In an automated market, the true competitive moat is the ability to verify a system, not just the speed at which you can generate it.